Welcome back to the No AMS series. I got a good one for you today. In the last No AMS print I read in the comments that a few of you suggested an AMS print that required no glue. Today, we're printing a Stormtrooper requiring no glue and no AMS. So let's get over to the laptop. I'll show you the print. Let's go print something. For my next No AMS print, I found this Stormtrooper here, which I really like. And there's a little Darth Vader, which I may do also, just not this episode. May do it on another episode. But I want to start with the Stormtrooper. It looks like it's a couple colors and no glue required. Let's go ahead and open it up and then into our Bambu Studio. And I'm going to do this one strictly on the Bambu because if you remember with the Luigi, I was bouncing between Bambu and Elegoo. Here's all our plates. Go ahead and we'll start with the white. And because it's later at night, I would like to actually just let this run while I'm sleeping. So I'm going to pick the one that takes the longest. 3 hours for that one, 4 hours for that one. It says it's got some floating edges. I'm guessing it's the chest piece, but there's no supports on that. Let's go back and take a look at the model. This prints no supports, assembled with no glue. No supports, huh? Let's put it to the test. We'll start with this one right here. Go ahead and send it off to the printer. I sent it off to the printer. Let's go over to the printer. We're going to load up our filament. I'll show you which filament I'm using. We'll load it up into the side spool holder, and then we'll get this print going. We got our white loaded up on the side there. Let's go in here. Let's edit that to white. Let's find our print. There it is. Let's hit next on that. I'm going to go to the external spool, and then we'll hit print. All right, we will check back on this in the morning, see how our pieces came out, and tomorrow I hope to have all this all printed out. Well, let's see how we did. 4 hours, 31 minutes. There's part of our Stormtrooper. Almost looks like a Lego guy. The head on there. I'm going to get all these removed. Use my scraper here so we don't break anything. Okay, we got part of our white pieces all off there. I'm going to leave the white in the spool for now because we're going to print out the rest of the white that we need to do. Let me grab all these up, then I'll meet you all over at the laptop and we can discuss our next print and get it sent over to our printer. Well, it looked like we didn't have any issues. We didn't need to have tree supports in, which is good. So let's move over to our next white piece. Looks like helmet and a few other pieces. 108 grams of filament, 3 hours, 57 minutes of total print time. We'll go ahead and print the plate. And in 4 hours, we'll take a look, see what we have and how it came out. I must have been half asleep when I set this up. I chose the wrong spool. I want the external spool. Now let's try that again. Send this over, do this with the external spool, of course, because no AMS, right? And that's where our white's located currently. Check back on this in 4 hours. Everything came out good. Got everything off. We have all our white pieces. Now I just need to do black and then one beige piece. I'm gonna go ahead and change out the white and we'll put in our Elegoo black here. We'll get this loaded up in there. And then we'll go over to the laptop and we will go over the laptop and we'll talk about our next couple plates that we're gonna be printing out in black and then probably the final one in beige. We've got our black loaded up. Now we need to print out our black pieces. Got 2 plates here, and we'll just go ahead and go with this one here with guns on there. 28 grams of filament, hour and 22 minutes print time. Looks good to me. Print the plate. Make sure I switch this to the external, and let's send this off. Hour and a half, we'll check back on this, then we'll print our next black plate, and then we'll wrap everything up with the beige. All right, here we go. Got our black pieces all printed out. Hour and 22 minutes. Let's go over to the laptop. Let's figure out our next print with our black. And then we have our beige to do, and then we can wrap this print up. Here's our last plate of black objects. So we have 19 grams of filament, 59 minutes of print time, basically an hour. I want to print this plate. Don't forget to select the external PLA spool, and we will check back in just about an hour. 59 minutes, and we have our last of our black pieces, which looks basically like the mask pieces. I will get a little case or a little container for those, but I need to change filament till. Here's the beige we're going to use. This is Elegoo matte beige. I'll get the beige swapped out with that black, and then let's go over. We'll meet at the laptop when I'm all done, and we'll print out our last print, which will be the face. Back in our slicer, here's our face. Now, I did see someone do this in yellow, like it's a Lego man. The only problem is he doesn't have the top or the head. It still looked kind of cool, but for this, we're just gonna stay with beige. 42.82 grams of filament, hour and a half of print time. Let's send this off to the printer. Hour and a half, we'll come back, pull it off the plate. Okay, hour and 29 minutes, and our last piece is complete. Take him off the build plate. All right, looks good. All right, let's go over to the table and let's get everything assembled, shall we? And here's our print. You get it all dumped out here. Throw it on the ground, of course. A lot of little pieces, so this is gonna be fun to go through. Cool. Without further ado, let's get assembling. There were no supports on this, by the way, also. That's what else was cool about this print, was it was advertised no glue, no AMS, and no supports. And even though we found floating edges in some of these, well, the slicer did, I didn't put any tree supports in, and everything printed out fine. So let's get to putting all of it together. Put the head on first. I already made a mistake. I'm gonna use our pick here. And I recommend, these have come in really handy, and you can get them on sale at like Harbor Freight for $1. We'll get the second eye put in. We put the first eye in. It is not easy though. It's, I had to use a combination of clamps and a hammer. Not ideal for what I wanted to do. Oopsies. These fit in very tight. It's not wanting to go in. So I just take a clamp and try to push it in. I'm gonna use a bar clamp here because other ways haven't worked. These are tight fit. Okay, got part of it in. Okay, and now we got to get this part right here. Yeah, you need serious clampage here. Okay. All right, let's see if we got it. No. Oh my. We just mangled that eye. Well, let's move on to another piece, shall we? No, it ain't gonna fit. All right, I'll just keep rolling here. The problem is I just have so many prints here. All right, let's put his arms on. Let's see, that goes in well. I like that fit. This fit should fit good too. All right, that fit good. Perfect. Okay, I gotta see here. Which one's left, which one's right? I'm gonna guess that's left. And I'll just put that one in there. Yeah.
That fits in there.
This doesn't make sense. There it goes. Like that. This one goes like this. Okay, that fits good. Okay, that goes like that, I think. short Stormtrooper. Okay. I knew he was short. That's fine. Okay.
I didn't think he was that short, though.
Yeah. We've been working our way through it. We found a couple of the accent pieces. The square pieces go into the side helmet right here. These little pieces right here are the vent covers. I'm just taking kind of like a pick and a little hammer to kind of push them through. That was not easy. We beat it up pretty good on that side with the punch. It took two of us to do that too. All right, the gun here, 2 pieces for the gun, and then you slide these pieces in to join them together. Hopefully some of this fits together great. Some of it is just, my word, just very difficult. All right, that went together no problem. Put that in his hand right there. Oh, now, yeah, there we go. And these round pieces here. All right, that's 1, I guess. That's 2. This way. There it goes. You just gotta find the right way of getting it in there. Back at the laptop here for 2 reasons. One is because the eye got messed up, so I need to reprint out the eye. Second reason is there's instructions for this guy to put them together. So we've been guessing at it. I should have looked more at this print, but I didn't. It was my bad. You can see it right here. Here's the instructions. And they're pretty detailed, as you can see. So we'll kind of try to go off these instructions. We've already have some of it assembled. We have been assembling it right. We just have instructions now to kind of make it easier. We've been assembling it in the wrong order and kind of all over the place. The other reason why we're here is because I need to reprint the eyes, like I mentioned. Now there's a problem with this print. Everything's grouped together. And I didn't look into how to split these up until my daughter looked it up. And she found a way to do it, much to her credit. So we select the plate here, and we're going to split to objects right here. And then you can click on the eye. We'll move the eye over, and I'm just going to move it over to this new plate. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do the same thing for this. Highlight print, slice it to objects, grab the left eye, move it over. Let me get these printed up. We'll head over to our Stormtrooper and keep working on them while following the directions laid out here. We got our new eye printed out. This is the old one, and I threw that away. This was a lot easier to go together. I still had to hammer it in a little bit, but I put something down on top of it and it hammered kind of just fine. It's a tight fit though. And I get it. I mean, this is all supposed to not use glue. There we go. Got his eyes on. All right. Got the instructions pulled up here, which we should have started with a long time ago. We're gonna have to put together his back pieces, y'all. Okay, here we go. And then there's the wings. Got his wings on. This piece here just goes right in there. This one right here. Okay, and then I've got these back pieces here. I think this one goes down here around the ankles. Yes, it does. Perfect. Okay, back to the front. Oops. This goes right there. And this one goes here. All right. And then something goes in front here. I'm guessing this piece right here goes in the front. About to find out. Yep, that goes in front. Put this one in. Yep, there we go. The arms.
The arms. I believe those bands go on the arms.
They go on the arms. Again, we have the instructions right by us, but... Okay, so this goes like so. Okay, I see it. Okay, just like that. So I'm going to take his arms back off. Luckily they come off. Not too terribly difficult to take off. And then we'll just put this piece on. I think this is it. Perfect. Does that look right? Looks right to me. Okay. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, arms are on. Okay, smile goes in like that. It's not a smile though. It's more of a "Arr, mean, I'm mad." Now the helmet. I apologize, I should have been doing this from the directions to begin with, but I didn't. Because I am super tired. These slide in like this. I really need to start looking at the directions. Wow. Okay. Now, I would have been here all night. Until I would have just said, oh, it's fine the way it is. And that's not fair. That's not fair to you guys. That's not fair to the designer who designed this, because then I'm telling him his stuff isn't correct when it clearly is. Put those pieces in like that. This is supposed to slide down. Over. This
Cover
slides over the gap. Like this, I think. Yep, just like that. And then there's two pieces. I guess they slide in like this. Okay. We are almost done though, print crew, and it's actually looking good since I followed the directions. No help from my camera person, of course, telling me to follow the directions. No. She let me struggle. She was like, ha ha ha, that's funny.
It is pretty funny.
Well, guess what? You lose. Uh-oh. No. No. His arm. His arm came off. You know what, though? Super cool. This one's definitely, I'm keeping this one. There it is. I think it looks awesome. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know in the comments below, what do you guys want to see next on the No AMS series? I got the little Stormtrooper. I could do a little Darth Vader guy. That's on the Things website under the Kit and Kiln. There's a little Darth Vader guy. That would be kind of cool, I think. But yeah, let me know. What do you guys want to see No AMS? And we'll take a look at it. Our little Stormtrooper wasn't without its difficulties. The vent pieces here and here took a little persuasion with a punch, and the eyes definitely took a little persuasion with a hammer and a help of a clamp. But very cool print. Actually, I would go on a limb and say this is my favorite No AMS print to date. And that's saying something, because I really like that Luigi from the last No AMS print. If you guys haven't seen that one, you should go check that one out as well. But anyone could print this out if I could print it out and have a cool looking Stormtrooper. That's all we have time for this week. Make sure to smash that like and hit the subscribe button, as it is the best way you can help this channel grow. As always, ABP, always be printing, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.